If you're anything like me, you have yarn stored in plastic bags and boxes and bins around your house. And today I have finally decided to get organized and to make an inventory of all of my yarn so that for future projects I am on top of things, I know what I have and what I don't have. So if that's something you're interested in watching, then please stick around. Now this is everything I have, or at least this is probably 98% of all the wool. I do also have my whips, which are attached to balls of yarn, but I'm not counting them yet. And also I have some stray balls of yarn, but I'll deal with those after I've categorized and organized these. So this is the majority of the yarn that I have in my collection. And it is kind of scary to look at, to be honest, and I know it's probably fairly modest in comparison to what you might see online. But for me, as a hobby creator or hobby crafter, this actually feels quite scary to look at. So I'm really happy I'm doing this exercise because it will give me the chance to document what I have and to work from my yarn stash. And there's so many yarns that I'm seeing here that I actually had forgotten about because they were stored away in random bags and things. Whereas I got some clear totes, which I'll show you in a sec. I got them from Denelm. So having them on view will also help me see what I have. Having them documented will help me see and plan my projects. I'm really happy I'm doing this, but it is a bit scary to look at. I also got these cedar nuggets from John Lewis. I saw them on sale and I just thought that they might be good for working as a moth repellent, apparently. So you get 24 in a pack. So I'm planning to put a couple of them in the totes with the various yarn to keep it moth free. But so far I think we have avoided bugs, which is great. But yeah, so I will do that. I will add them to the totes as well. And then for my categorization or my yarn inventory, I will eventually digitize things, but for now I've been using this. I think these are like study notes or study cards. I got them from Wilkinson or Wilco a while ago now, and I've been using them when I'm making my projects as my crochet crafting notebook, putting some stickers and stuff in there. I've been using this as my craft book. I've been documenting my whips and notes in relation to the patterns I'm working on. It's a bit like my Ravelry, I suppose, but in hard copy. So I will use one of the sections of this book for the yarn inventory. That's the plan. I think I might use the yellow section. I was going to use this grey, but it might be too dark. Yeah, so I think I might use the yellow section. And I just like how easy it is to maneuver, and it's small. And yeah, so I have different sections for different things. So in this one, I think I'm going to do, so the yarn name, the quantity, the color, and maybe something about the weight, or some other feature that will help me to recognize it from this. So I'm going to go draw out the table, and then I'll get slowly adding these, packing them away in totes. I haven't decided how I'm going to pack them away yet. I might do it according to yarn types or thicknesses of yarn, but we'll see as we go along. I didn't want to make this an impossible task. I just wanted to do this as quickly as possible so that I can get on with making and know that I'm organized, I'm set, my yarn isn't everywhere, and I'm not overbuying yarn. So let's go. Midway check-in, and you can see that the pile has gone down, and this is all the yarn that I have left to categorize. I have actually categorized all the DKs that I had, most of them anyway. I'm going to move on to doing the cotton, summer cottons, or just cottons soon. But for now I've done all the DKs, and then I have my wools and other fibers to look at as well. So I have some spinning wools and things to go through, but we're making great progress. So I finally managed to fill the second tote with all the cottons and the linen yarns, and I ended up losing some footage along the way, so I didn't actually show filling this first tote, which was a tote I already had, but this is all the DK yarns and the chunkies, but I might have showed the beginning of that, but yeah, I lost a load of footage, so anyway, I've caught you up now. I think we are in the final straights now. This is the next tote. I think I might start putting the wool blends in it. And of course we want to put some of these, couple of them, 3 of them, how about that? Since there's going to be wool in that tote. On the third tote now. So now I'm going to start categorizing these. Actually, I thought this was the wool blend, but no, it's a cotton. And it's the sheepies or shape skeepies, river washed XL, actually XL, and they are 50 gram balls, 50G. And what color is this? Mersey, and I have how many Mersey? 1, 2, 3 Mersey. And then this was actually what I was going to use for the Agnes vest. Initially, this was the color, some of the color combos that I was going to use for the Agnes vest initially, but I didn't quite like it, and maybe it's because was I looking at it for summer and I thought maybe this color wasn't suitable for summer. But anyway, I'm happy with the colors I have now, but this is the leftover yarn, and I think I might do something. This feels very autumn Halloween to me, so I might make something with it. It's not going to go to waste. I absolutely love this yarn, actually. So anyway, that's enough. I have 2 and I'll say a half. So I have 2.5 balls of the color Nile left. 2.5 of Nile. And then I also had this really nice grey color. Oh, it's not a full skein. Okay, so this is smoky quartz. So I'll say I have 1.5 of smoky quartz. I'll keep those samples of the grannies that I made at the floor. I'll keep them. I've got some random yarn labels. I feel great about this pile. Look how small it is compared to the one we had earlier, and everything's already nicely, neatly put away. So we have this Disco Daydream. It's a hobby, or Hobie, sorry, it's a Hobbycraft line, and it's this chunky yarn. The color is grey. And I bought this initially because I thought I was going to make like a little neck scarf with it. That seems to be the thing that I really want to make at the moment. So I bought this, I think, in the winter time, because I was thinking of making it for around Christmas. And look, we're in August now, but that will come in handy maybe for the coming winter. So yeah, I've got that one. I think this actually even has alpaca in it, so that's it's a really nice snuggly, it's a really nice snuggly blend. So this video is truly a labor of love, because here on in I also lost my audio. So my mics also died, didn't realize, so recorded the rest of the video in absolute silence. So for some reason I'm sniffing this yarn. I have no idea why. Please don't judge me, guys. Anyway, I found these 2 skeins of, I think they're both discontinued now, this Rico Creative yarn, and I really would like to know what I can do with them. Maybe I'll have to mix them with other yarns to make the best of them, because I only have 1 skein each. So next is this skein of woolly stripy sock yarn, which I've used a tiny bit of to weave in my loom. I think I made some bookmarks a while ago. And so I have all this left over, and I probably will use it to practice some crochet socks. So watch this space. So here's some more sock yarn that I found, and I used a tiny bit of it because I was practicing a sample for a scarf that I wanted to make out of a fingering weight yarn. So I used it to see what it would look like. And here I am putting it together with the stripy sock yarn from earlier, because I think actually they complement each other quite nicely. I also found 2 bundles of this DMC Nova Vita yarn, which I think would be a great stripy basket, so I'm looking forward to making that project. I found a load of mohair in a bag that I got from a yarn shop in Amsterdam, and I really wish that I was able to have taken any clips or photos from that yarn shop, but hopefully I'll go back again another day. But anyway, most of the mohair is from Hobby or Hobie, but I do have some from Gren as well. So some of my thoughts are, if you're thinking about doing this exercise, I would 100% recommend. It's a really great way of seeing what you actually have. You can then plan your projects, and making the inventory itself doesn't have to be anything complicated. You don't even have to put it on a spreadsheet or anything if you prefer not to. You can just keep it nicely tidied up in a notebook, as I have done. And yeah, it was a great way to organize my yarns by weight. That's how I ended up doing it in the end. So I started off with the DKs and the chunky yarns, and then I moved on to the cottons and linens. And then finally I went on to the wool blends and other types of yarn. So I think it worked out quite well. Everything's in my totes. I've put the moth, the cedar blocks in them, and they fit nicely underneath my sofa. So I hope you enjoyed watching along today, and let me know if you've done a similar exercise in the past, and I will see you in the next one.